My dear students, how are you? I think all of you are fine. Today, we will discuss about English first paper for the students of HSC level. First of all, I want to tell you about the pandemic situation of the country, for which reason we are taking online classes. And I thank my honorable principal sir and vice principal sir for giving me the chance to take the classes online. My dear students, I wish you safety in this pandemic situation, and I am introducing myself. I'm Tawhidul Islam, lecturer in English, Islamic University College, Chittagong. And I want to discuss about the lesson selection. Today's subject is English first paper for class HSC level, and the topic is close test with or without close. My dear students, today's our lesson is about filling the gaps with suitable words, that is called close test or without close and with close. At the end of the lesson, you can learn some rules of filling the gaps. You can use appropriate word in the gap. You can make successful sentence if there is any gap in a sentence. Develop passage by filling gaps, and you can also learn many things from this topic. Look at these gaps. Lives in the forest areas, likes to eat banana leaves, is a pet animal, wisest animal. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is given 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you guess who lives in the forest areas? So look at the picture. Number 2, can you guess who likes to eat banana leaves? So look at the picture. Number 3, who is a pet animal? Can you guess or can you imagine? So look at the picture. I think you can understand. Number 4, can you guess which is the wisest animal? So look at the picture. I think you can guess or you can imagine who are the wisest animal. So in this way, we can learn easily about some rules and regulations of closest with clause and without clause. Let us see more rules. Rule 1. After an adjective, a noun will always take place. After an adjective, a noun will always take place means a noun will be after an adjective. For example, time is a very precious thing. In this sentence, precious is an adjective word. After that, there is given a gap. So we can write in the gap a noun word. So the rule is after an adjective, we can write a noun word. So precious thing, precious is adjective, thing is a noun word. So you have to remember the rule. Number two, before a noun, there will be an adjective. So time is a very precious thing. In that example, the gap is given before a noun. The word is thing. The noun word thing is given and the gap is given before a noun. So we are finding that before a noun, there will be an adjective. So the thing is a noun. So the before words will be an adjective word. So we are writing precious. Precious is an adjective word. So the sentence is time is a very precious thing. So the rule is before a noun, there will be an adjective. Number three, after a preposition, there will be a noun. So we can also write a noun after a preposition. For example, yup is the best time of life. So the gap is given at the end of a preposition. So the rule 3 is after a preposition, there will be a noun. So yeah is the best time of. So of is a preposition. So after preposition, we can write a noun. So the sentence is yeah is the best time of life. Number four, at the end of the sentence, there will be an adverb. So we can write an adverb at the end of the sentence also. For example, the natural resources of Bangladesh is decreasing day by day slowly. So the gap is given at the end of the sentence. So we can write an adverb word at the end of a sentence so you can understand easily. So we have to write the correct word in the gaps. The natural resources of Bangladesh is decreasing day by day slowly. Number five, at the middle between the subject and verb, there will be an adverb. So I think you can understand well. At the middle between the subject and verb, there will be an adverb. For example, a teacher is also compared with an architect. So the gap is given between the subject and the verb. So the verb is compared and a teacher is given before. So the gap is in the middle of the verb and the subject. So at the time, we can write the adverb between the subject and the verb. So we have written a teacher is also compared with an architect. So I think you have understood where can we write an adverb. Number six, after a verb, there will be an article or an adjective. So I'm repeating again. After a verb, there will be an article or an adjective. So you can find a verb that is can do, they can do, that is a verb, do is the principal verb. So after this do verb, we can write an article or an adjective. For example, they can do. So do is the verb here. So after this do verb, we can write a great deal of work for the people. So the gap is given after the verb do. So we can write here an article or an adjective. They can do are. Are is an article. So the correct sentence is they can do a great deal of work for the people. Number 7. Between two nouns and adjectives or clauses, there will be a conjunction. So a conjunction word can be between two nouns or between two adjectives or between two clauses. For example, there is a close relationship between man and future. So man and nature, the conjunction word and is in the between of man nature. Two nouns. Man is a noun, nature is a noun. So the conjunction word is and. So in the gap we have written a conjunction word. So the correct sentence is there is a close relationship between man and nature. Number 8. There will be past participle of the verb after have, has, had, having, being, been, be, like this kind of words. For example, being learned, he wants to serve the society. The gap is given after the word be. So we have written after the word after have, has, had, having, being, been, the past participle word. So learned is a past participle word. So the correct sentence is being learned, he wants to serve the society. Number 9. Before now, there will be a preposition. So we can write a preposition before a noun. For example, youth is the best time of life. So we can write this word of is a preposition, and before this preposition we have written a noun that is time. So youth is the best time of life. So the role is before now there will be a preposition. So life is a noun and of is a preposition. Number 10, before a noun, there may also be a noun. Suppose this English book will be useful for the young students. This English book. So here the two nouns can be in the similar ways. But English can be used here as an adjective also. So we have written here noun plus noun English book. This English book will be useful for the young students. Number 11. If there are two verbs in a sentence, the second verb will be participle. For example, I saw him going there. So in the gap, we have written going. Number 12. Before a preposition, there will be a noun. The name of our country is Bangladesh. So of is a preposition, and before a preposition, we have written the word name. The name of our country is Bangladesh. Number 13. After who, which, what, there will be a verb. For example, that may lead to fear and hatred of the person who punishes the child. So that may lead to fear and hatred of the person who punishes the child. In this role, we are finding that after which, how, what, there will be a verb. So punishes is a verb. So at the time of filling the gaps, we must have to understand some roles. Number 14. After the or one of the, there will be a superlative degree. A flower is the best gift of nature. So here the is an article, or one of the is the sign of superlative degree. That's where you have written the word best. That is a superlative word. So we must have to try to give the correct answer. A flower is the best gift of nature. So here will be a superlative word, best. Number 15, there are some words which makes a simple sentence. These are because of, on account of, owing to, due to, etc. For example, everybody loves him because of his honesty. So you can understand well, there are some words which makes a simple sentence. So these words makes a simple sentence because of, on account of, owing to, due to, etc. So now try to look at the examples. Fill the gaps with clues. Since we have understood the rules of filling the gaps, so we can try to understand an example of our examination from English first paper for the students of HSC first year. This passage is given from Unit 5, Lesson 3. I am repeating, Unit 5, Lesson 3. Please try to understand. Here is given some words that is with clause, and these words are given as your clause for answering the gaps. So try to understand and guess the answer for the gaps. Children rights to education also. So there is given many words: relaxed, environment, supportive, spoken, enjoyable, allow, kind, system, implies, children. So what will be the correct answer? Children's right to education also implies. So the correct answer will be implies. Why? Implies means suggests, involves, means, entails, etc. That's why. we can write here implies. Children's right to education also implies that the school they go to will have a pleasant and learning friendly. So there is given another gap. So we have to write the correct word for that gap. So just try to understand there is given many words: relax, allow, environment, kind, supportive, system, spoken, children, and juggle. So what should be the correct answer? I think the answer environment will be correct for this gap because that will be correct answer for this gap. So we are repeating again. Children's rights to education also implies that the school they go to will have a pleasant and learning friendly environment where everyone will have an there's given another gap. So we are finding the answer relaxed environment, supportive, spoken, children, enjoyable. So I think the correct answer will be enjoyable because in this gap, this is a perfect match for where everyone will have an enjoyable time. So in the schools and colleges, teachers will be, there is another gap. So I'm giving the answer. Teachers will be kind, caring, and there is given another gap. So the answer is supportive. Teachers will be kind, caring, and supportive. And children will feel. Another gap is given here. So we have to try to choose the correct answer. Supportive, spoken, enjoyable, kind, system, relaxed. Many words are given. So I think children will feel relaxed. The correct answer will be relaxed. No harsh words will be, another gap is given there. The answer will be spoken. No harsh words will be spoken to them, and a special care will be taken of. There is given another gap. What is the correct answer? I think the correct answer will be children because the answer is matching with this word. A special care will be taken of children with learning disabilities. So in the next line, we find that there's given another gap. What is the correct word? I'm giving the answer. The system of education, the correct answer is system. The system of education in our part of the world does not, there's given another gap. I'm giving the answer. Does not allow children much freedom. The system of education in our part of the world does not allow children much freedom. So I think you have understood the answer. So in this way, you can use the answers correctly. So you have to know some rules and you have to take these close tests with close and without close daily. Individual work. So you can practice at your home also. A teacher is compared with an architect. So this is based on adverb and article. English is an international language that is based on adjective. So many examples are given for you. So you can also practice at your home. Once upon a time, there lived a man named Apu. So this is related with verb. I do not compare my with anybody. This is compared with noun. We feel the necessity of learning English. This is based grammar on preposition. So you have to know idea about adverb, article, adjective, verb, noun, or preposition. So at the time of close to with close or without close, you must have to know about preposition, noun, verb, adjective, and the use of adverb and articles. So we are giving the answer. A teacher is often compared with an architect. English is an international language. Once upon a time, there was a man named Apu. I do not compare my mother with anybody. We feel the necessity of learning English. So I think you have understood. He is very good in English. So this is proof word. You can imagine your answer. That's why he is by his parents and teachers. So you have to know the rules of filling the gaps. So I think you can fill the gaps easily. He's very good at English. That is why he is loved by his parents and teachers. He is writing a letter to his mother. They used to fight among themselves. It has been a great challenge for Bangladesh. First one is based grammar on phrase and preposition. Second one is based on verb. Third one is based on verb also. Fourth is based on pronoun. Fifth is based on pronoun also. So I think at the time of filling the gaps, you must have to know about the use of phrase and preposition. You must have to know about the use of verb and pronoun, parts of speech, etc. In this way, you can learn easily. So there's given evaluation. Once upon a time, a hungry wolf searched for food here and there, but it could not get any. At last, it found a loaf of bread and a piece of meat in the hole of a tree. The hungry wolf squeezed into the hole and ate all the food. It was a woodcutter's lunch. He was on his way back to the tree to have lunch. As soon as the fox saw the woodcutter, he tried to run away, but unfortunately, the fox was caught by the woodcutter. So I think in this way, you can learn fill in the gaps or closest with close and without close. Thank you for the day. I think you have understood well. So we are giving here homework also. I think you can practice at your home daily. If you practice, you can understand easily. So thank you. Best of luck for the day. I think you've understood well, my dear students. I wish you all your safety, and I can very much gratitude to you for joining with us. Thank you. And I think your success in future. Okay, best of luck.